what does the future hold? What will become of this planet and its inhabitants in the centuries to come? We're living in a historical period that sometimes feel like the prelude to something truly remarkable or terribly dire about to unfold. This captivating video seeks to decipher the signs and attempt to construct plausible scenarios from the nearly nothing we hold in our hands today. As always, it will be scientific discoveries leading the dance of charge, while philosophers, writers, politicians, and all the others will have the seemingly trivial task of containing, describing, and guiding. Before embarking on our journey through time, let me state the obvious. No one knows the future. Numerous micro and macro factors could alter this trajectory. World wars, pandemics, unimaginable social shifts, or climate disasters. Nevertheless, we're setting off. And we're doing so by discussing the remaining decades of the century we're experiencing right now. Out of all the emerging technologies in the 21st century, artificial intelligence will undoubtedly prove to have the most significant impact. By the 2020s, AI had already reached a level of sophistication comparable to human abilities, both in chatbot conversations and other language models. However, by the mid-century, even more significant developments will lead to social transformations capable of disrupting the lives of billions. For instance, the automation of many traditional jobs will lead to increased technological unemployment and a growing demand for welfare reform, such as guaranteed universal income. The decline in fertility rates and the extension of life expectancy will create an increasing imbalance between employees and retirees. Alongside this, immigration will continue to be a challenge, with an urgent need to attract more foreign workers while controlling the already massive number of economic refugees. In addition to medical advances in reversing biological aging, other noteworthy milestones of this century will include humans landing on Mars and the first detection of a biological signature on an exoplanet. But let's take a closer look at some of the most significant events that, in our opinion, might occur, even though they may not unfold in the exact order or year we indicate in our predictions. 2030. The Extremely Large Telescope is fully operational. Finally completed and inaugurated, this telescope, with its extraordinary 39-meter diameter mirror, will have a far-reaching impact on astronomical knowledge. It's set to revolutionize our understanding even more than the James Webb Space Telescope, which costs 10 times as much. Constructed in the Chilean Andes by the European Southern Observatory, it will possess the power to directly capture images of exoplanets, delve into their atmospheres, and potentially detect signs of water and organic molecules in protoplanetary disks around distant stars. 2031. The International Space Station is deorbited. After entering service in November of 2000, the ISS has gathered significant wear and tear from solar radiation and the relentless effects of extreme temperatures. With its microgravity environment, the station has led to breakthroughs in diverse areas, from medicine and biotechnology to material science. It's been pivotal in monitoring Earth's ecosystems and responding to natural calamities in real time. Plus, it's served as a platform for testing future spacecraft technologies and understanding the long-term impacts of space travel on human health, crucial for paving the way for human exploration of our solar system. 2035. The consumption of lab-grown meat is rapidly gaining traction. As early as the 2020s, strides in the field of biological tissue engineering allowed for the cultivation of synthetic meat from individual animal cells. Following years of refinement and testing, an expansive array of meat-based products is now available, driving a rapidly burgeoning market. Lab-grown meat offers a host of benefits, being produced without inflicting harm or cruelty on animals, and demanding substantially lower quantities of water and energy for production, resulting in a significantly diminished environmental footprint. 2036. In a much-delayed achievement, on July 4, 2036, humans landed on Mars. The Humanity mission, having journeyed for 10 months, remains on the red planet's surface for 3 months before returning to Earth on December 18, 2037. 2037. the global population reaches 9 billion. Throughout most of human history, characterized by often harsh and brief lifespans, the world's population remained under 100 million. However, the modern era has ushered in unprecedented improvements in health, personal incomes, and overall living standards. Remarkably, within slightly more than a century, spanning 1805 to 1925, the number of people on the planet doubled, escalating from 1 to 2 billion. The following billion took only 35 years to attain, with the subsequent billion taking a mere 14 years. Predictions indicate a peak of 11 billion by 2050, followed by a gradual decline. Meanwhile, the planet will have already endured substantial environmental ravages. 2038. Airplane accident casualties were reduced to zero. In addition to the substantial growth in passenger numbers, the aviation industry has undergone significant safety improvements. Major airlines are now on the brink of perfecting their flight records, with incidents and casualties nearly eradicated. Passenger aviation deaths reached their peak during the 1970s, with nearly 3,000 fatalities per year. 2041. Fusion power is nearing commercial availability. A prototype commercial fusion reactor is on the verge of becoming operational. Challenges such as containing plasma at high temperatures, maintaining a significant density of reacting ions, and capturing high-energy neutrons without damaging the reactor walls have been addressed. Constructed during the 2030s and early 2040s, the reactor is now close to achieving perfection. In the latter part of this decade, it's expected to generate a consistent output of 2 gigawatts, making the first instance of commercially viable fusion power. 2042. Supercomputers are 1,000 times more powerful than those in 2023. The fastest machines are reaching the speeds of 10 to the power of 21 floating point operations per second, drastically reducing the time required for complex astrophysical simulations. This power is instrumental in studying phenomena like black holes, neutron star mergers, and supernova explosions. 2045. A turning point for human-artificial intelligence interactions. This year marks the realization of the so-called technological singularity, postulated by futurist Ray Kurzweil in 2008. Robots have become ubiquitous in all work environments, with humanoid bipedal robots on an exponential rise, particularly within homes and indoor settings. Artificial intelligence, which began merging with human intelligence in the previous century, now surpasses it, reaching entirely new levels of cognitive and intellectual capabilities. High-level decisions by governments and corporations are now predominantly guided by these sentient machines, overseeing extensive virtual staff, robots, and other automated systems. 2049. Establishment of the first permanent lunar base. In the latter half of this decade, government space agencies and private enterprises have created a lasting human presence on the moon. This significant milestone occurs within a period marked by significant technological advancements and a heightened commercialization of space travel. The base, initially dominated by the USA, has evolved into a global village open to all spacefaring nations.